Should I start tag? Should I tag? You want to tag?
Talk.
Hey y'all, what's going on? Joseph is tagging people. Yes, hello, hello, hello. Everybody come on in the room. Come on in the room. Yes, come on in the room, y'all. Let me see who here. Let me see what's going on. I'm just seeing what's going on, y'all. Shout out to everybody. I hope everybody had a good day today. Happy Tuesday. Is it Tuesday? Mm-hmm. Today is Tuesday. Yes, happy Tuesday, everybody. Happy Tuesday to everyone. Just getting things set up here. Let me turn my volume down on here. There go Vaughn Ever. Hey, Vaughn Ever, what's going on? Come on, y'all. Where's all these 7 people? Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Come on. We need at least 20 people. Come on, y'all. We need at least 20 people. 20 people to come on up in here.
I ain't worried about it. They'll just miss out.
Yeah, they gonna miss out. Y'all, I'm telling y'all. Y'all, yes, tag somebody. Tag everybody you can tag up in here. Tag everyone that you can tag up in this video. Tag them. Tag them. Tag them. We have a special announcement. Very, very special announcement. And as you can see tonight, we're wearing our lace. I wear mine in honor of the legendary House of McRae. I hope you guys went over to the legendary House of McRae today and posted your picture for, what was it, best dress? Today's category was best dress. Right? Let me just do this. What happened to when? Oh, it didn't go?
No, it didn't go.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. My iPad don't like my fingers lately. Come on, 9. We got 9. Come on, 9.
Hey, Mickey.
Can I get a 10? Can I get a 10? Can I get an even number?
So for all you early people, I'm going to tell you first.
Not yet.
Why?
Because we got to talk about some other stuff first.
Well, the late people just have to wait.
No, wait.
Well, they should have first dibs.
Let's give everybody an opportunity to come in the
Why?
room. Joseph.
I don't deal with late people.
Joseph.
The early bird catches the worm.
Let's give everybody an opportunity to come into the room first. We'll talk about some other stuff. We have a
special... I know all you early people going to be mad.
No, y'all ain't going to be mad. We have a special...
Well, some of you ain't got nothing to worry about.
We have a special... This is our special edition. This is our housewarming edition of the McRae Kingz. Of course, you guys know we made an announcement last week that we will be moving. And we're moving into our own home. Yes, I am
and I got my new
so
car.
excited. Yes, and we got a brand new car. Yes, we did. I am so excited about moving into our own new home. Y'all like my beard?
Hey, Casey.
I'm trying to embrace my age again. I'm trying to embrace it. I went through metamorphosis today. And because I went through metamorphosis today, I want to show y'all my new hair.
Well, I ain't go through metamorphosis, as you said.
No, he didn't go through metamorphosis
I wasn't in the mood.
Yeah. But anyway, here's the new hair.
So since he's making me wait, y'all better stay put.
Yes. Is the lighting
again,
good?
like I said, some of you have nothing to worry about.
Put better
well,
lighting.
I'll put it this way. 7 of you don't, well, really 6 of you, because one person has 2. So 6 of you have nothing to worry about. The rest of you might want to jump on board.
Yes, yes. So, y'all, listen.
Hey, Raheem.
So many things are going on. As we said, we're moving. We got a brand new car, and of course, you know, we are working on. You know, we're working on the McRae Kingz, going to the next level. We're going to the next level. Trust me when I tell you.
Because when we come back for season 2, it's going to be better.
Oh, season 2 is going to be a blast. And don't forget, guys, please make sure you go over to our podcast. Joseph, tell them about the podcast.
The podcast. So the easiest way to do this, because everybody has either an Android phone or an iPhone, so or iPad or a Mac or a MacBook. The easiest way to do this, or if you have a Google Pad, the easiest way to do this is go in the App Store or go in the Play Store either download Google Podcasts or download Apple Podcasts should actually be on your phone already. And depending on how newer your Android phone is, you should already have Google Podcasts there. But if you don't have it there, go in the App Store or the Play Store, download the podcast app. Once you have it on your phone, I know for Apple, all you have to do is tap the search and type in the McRae Kingz, the way we spell it, Kingz with a Z.
Yes.
All our podcasts to come up. On Google, I'm not sure because I know people listen to us on Google. I'm not sure if you do the search the same way because neither one of us have any Android products. So I'm going to assume that it would be the same way. That's the easiest way to listen to the podcast is either from Google or from Apple because we're on both platforms. Or if you already have Spotify on your phone, you can listen to us on Spotify. Again, just go in the search, type in the McRae Kingz, and you can listen to us on Spotify. Or if you want to download Anchor, you can definitely go to Anchor and listen to us on Anchor as well. A lot of people that have listened to the podcast, we get a lot of positive feedback from the podcast because we make the podcast totally different from the lives. It's like me and Tramel just having a conversation with each other, but it gets more in depth than the lives because you get to actually hear our honest, true opinions about certain subjects.
With no interruptions.
Always agree. Well, there's some commercials.
Yeah, there's some commercials.
But you get our honest opinion, and we don't always agree. So the podcasts are really good. Like I said, we've gotten nothing but positive feedback from people that listen to them. So definitely check it out when you have a chance. And the best part about that is you're not looking at us. You can play it, put your phone down, just turn up the volume, play it, put your headphones in, listen to it that way. I know somebody on the live told me that they like the podcast better because they can listen. They miss the lives because of how we sporadically go live, which will change in season 2. We're going to pick a time in the day, and that's what it is. But he listens to us on his way home from work or on the way to work because he just hooks his phone for the speakers through the car, and he can listen to the podcast that way.
Benito, don't start no trouble.
So
don't start no trouble, Benito.
You can do the podcast that way, and who said Rahima? Thanks, Rahima. See,
Thank you, Rahima.
Listen to the podcast and she love them. So,
Benito, don't make me have to come and punch you in your face.
Make them wait.
Yes, make them wait. Make them wait, y'all.
Well, some of y'all gonna miss out because y'all leaving the live.
Well, if they leave, if you leave, you're just gonna miss out. You're just gonna miss out.
You're one of the 6.
Yes, you're gonna miss out.
Because if you're one of the 6, you have nothing to worry about. I don't know. You got the phone in your hand.
Yes,
like
Tyrone and Famous. Where's Tyrone and Famous? We can't do nothing without Tyrone and Famous now.
Hey, Cole. Hey, Monique.
Yes, we can't do nothing without Tyrone and Famous. Benito, don't make me come and find you. And that's all right. I'll be extra. You can't say, Benito, what? You still... We haven't talked in so long. You know I love you to death, but you can't say... You still can't say...
I had a dream about Benito last night.
Why? Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Oh, okay. I need to go to the 5th floor.
No, it was funny because I had a dream about him last night, and then he texted me today.
What was the dream? Do you want to share it?
No.
Oh, okay. Benito, we'll be calling you and we'll be talking about this dream that Joseph had about your black ass.
Actually, it's yellow.
Yeah, he yellow. He golden. Yes. But guys, on a serious note, I really want you guys to be aware of the posts that I've been posting about our transgender community. Our transgender community needs your support.
Jackie says she loves your hair.
Thank you so much. Our transgender community needs your support. Listen, guys, to date, 19 transgender women have been killed. You hear what I'm saying? 19 transgender women have been killed. Okay? This is serious. And this is happening all over the country. These transgender women are being killed just for being who they are. Listen, let me say this. It doesn't matter what they were doing. You know, I keep getting this narrative that, what were they doing? What were they doing when they were killed?
Make sure you come back and watch the live, Monique.
What were they? What were they doing when they were killed? The last transgender woman was found in her car, beaten beyond recognition and burned. Okay? It doesn't matter what they were doing.
I kind of want to say something, but I know if I say what I want to say, it's going to be taken and twisted the wrong way.
Well, don't.
But, like, people need to wake up. They just really
No,
do.
they need to stop it.
Like, for real. A life is a life is a life, no matter what. And that's the problem with black people, period. Because whether it's the trans man, a trans woman, or a gay black man, black people, straight heterosexual people, take the same stance. Oh, they were gay. Oh, they were trans. Like, come on. They're still people. They're still somebody's child. It's still a life. You are no different than they are, because at the end of the day, they're black.
Right.
And at the end of the day, the police are doing the same thing to black heterosexual men. But y'all want us to march and support and do everything. But when one of us die, is, oh, that was God's wrath on them. Right. Oh, well, maybe how do you know the trans told the truth? Right. And this is not the 80s or 90s. Most trans women live in their truth. Most trans women live in their truth nowadays. Right. The majority of them, and especially most of the ones on Facebook. Every trans on my page lets you know that she is trans. Right, and they don't hide it. They don't nothing. But the problem comes in with the men that start liking them. They want to hurt them because now, oh, I'm attracted. No, you're attracted to a woman because that's what you see. Period. Right. End of story.
Yes. Yes.
And like any
the
woman,
science of it
just
all,
because you're attracted to her don't mean you're going to have the opportunity to fuck her. So let's get that through your head. Just because you find her attractive doesn't mean that she finds you attractive. And that's even with gay men. The men think just because I'm gay, I want them. Honey, if women don't want you and you're not that cute, don't mean the gay man wants you, boo.
Even if you are that cute, if you ain't my type.
I have a type.
Yes, we all have a type. Don't do that. Don't do that. And guys, listen. I posted a picture of a trans man breastfeeding his baby yesterday. Yes, the
Love Kings are here now.
Hey, Love Kings. I posted a picture of a trans man breastfeeding his baby yesterday, and so many people had a problem with it. Listen, this is the new normal. You might as well get used to it.
Exactly.
You may as well get used to it. Trans people aren't going anywhere. Gay people aren't going anywhere. Black people ain't going nowhere. White people ain't going nowhere. No race is going anywhere. We all have to live in this country, and we have to get along, and we have to respect one another. Without it, forget the war that we may have to fight in other countries. We're going to be at war with ourselves. Stop the violence. Stop the killing. And protect and respect.
Now, on to something really funny.
Ooh.
So last night, we don't watch her because we watched T.S. Madison, and she chooses to go on at the same time that T.S. Madison goes on because I guess she feels she's going to teach her a lesson.
The shade of it all.
So Miss Kaya decided she was going live last night.
Jesus.
And in the process of going live, she gagged.
Yes.
Because she was waiting for calls to come through.
Right. Explain to them how. Wait, you got to explain to them how her platform is.
So her platform, she does the same thing she did when she was with Madison. She roast and gag and talk about everybody and read everybody for filth. And she didn't understand why she wasn't getting any calls in because she allows people to call in, which we'll do in season 2.
Yes.
We're working on that as well. Nobody was calling in. So when she checked her phone to see what was wrong, and she made a phone call. When she made the phone call, it said, your phone has been temporarily disconnected for non-payment. Now, everybody saw it and everybody heard it.
Oh, God.
So at the end of the day, like, I don't understand how you're a bad bitch and your cell phone is turned off. Because you were getting your website together. That was her excuse. So she played some music, put people on hold for about 5 to 10 minutes, ran to pay her cell phone bill, came back, and she was able to take calls. Once, I guess, T-Mobile turned her back on.
Ooh, girl, the shade, Miss Kaya, and you could see the look on her face was the gags of gags. She took a big gag pill with no water. Her throat was dry. Miss Kaya was dry. Her throat was dry. Listen, Armand Wiggins is dragging her as we speak.
A couple of people on YouTube.
There's a couple of people. No, not a couple. Don't try to diminish it. Don't try to downplay it. a whole bunch of people on YouTube are dragging Miss Kaya right now. But that's what you get. Shade, listen, it never pays.
Now, the real
to throw
shade is that probably T-Mobile left her phone on the whole time. Because clearly she had to make and receive phone calls before she went live.
Right.
And they must have knew she was going live at that time and said, we'll fix that bitch. Boop.
Okay. Ah, Lord Jesus. Oh, I can't take it. The shade of it all. The shade of it all on Miss Kaya, girl. I don't know how you gonna recover from this one, girl. Yeah, from this is better than T.S. Madison read her for her house.
And she just made fun of Madison too.
Yes.
And Madison dragged her again.
Yes. See, I told y'all, be careful, be careful. And let me just say this. Let me say this. First of all, I want everybody to understand this. When I accept your friend request, you become my family. When we accept your friend request on any of our pages, you become our family. But understand and know this. All this shaming, this fat shaming, this skinny shaming, this negativity. If you bring nothing but negativity to me or us, I have zero tolerance for it.
I'm not going back and forth with people no more.
I'm not either. I have zero tolerance for it.
I'm done.
You are going to get
I'm done with the going back and forth.
BLOCKED.
T.
Blocked. I'm not going to wait for you to block me. I'm going to block you. And I may read you first and give it a few minutes and then block you. Okay? All this negativity, it has got to stop. It's got to stop. But with that being said, I'm going to let Joseph take over so he can tell you.
For season 2, we have something planned, probably for the podcast, because they don't really want to go live with us. But we're going to have a round table with another black married couple.
Yes, I forgot.
One is Latino and one is black.
Yes.
So you can get, they've been married for 5 years. You know, me and Tramel have been married. We'll be 1.5 years by the time we do this.
Yes, and they're very good friends of ours.
We're going to get a perspective of being gay, being married, and what all of that entails and how we deal with it. Because a lot of people don't realize, because we're men, when men get angry, we like to hit. And it's easier because this is not a woman. I'm not a woman. Yeah. So it's easy for us to knock each other out. Mm-hmm. But we're going to teach you how to pull that in and not, it's the conversation is going to be deep.
The swelling just went
it's
down.
It's going to give people more insight to what it's like. And it's not just because we're black. It's any men that get married or any women that get married. It's easier for us to suffer from physical abuse because we are the same, as opposed to a straight married couple where a man may, restrain himself and say, I can't hit her because she's a woman. Right. I know women just hit because they feel they're not going to get hit back, but nowadays y'all better stop that because I see plenty of videos where y'all are getting the hell beat out of you because y'all think these men are the men from 1940 and 50s, and these new breed of men is like, if you jump in my face, I'm going to whip your ass. But I always been like that. I don't care, man, woman, child. If a child kick me, I'm kicking a child back. Because that's just how what did I tell you about that little boy in that doctor's office that day, walking around slapping everybody?
Joseph, I was like, hit the chair.
Tramel, if he come over here and hit my leg, I swear to God, I'm going to kick him and kick him to the floor.
See, that's why I mess with churn.
We also are trying to figure out a way to do. We want to do a live, but if it has to be a podcast, again, it's going to be a podcast. With the marriage thing, it may be a podcast only because they're kind of shy. Mm-hmm. And if it is a podcast, then it's going to be 3 couples because the Love Kings are going to join us on that because we know they're shy to get on camera. So the married thing may be a podcast.
Yes.
With them, the Helmsley Cruises, and us. And we're going to discuss a lot of things that me and Tramel cover, but to hear it from other people is a good thing. Yeah. Because our lives are not their lives, and their lives are not their lives, and all of our lives together. Like, for example, when me and Tramel went, we were moving, we sat and watched one of the couples that we're going to have on there, and we were laughing. I was like, they act just like us. Yes. I was like, that's you and that's me. Mm-hmm. I was like, this is horrible. Because sometimes when you see yourself in other people, you sit back and go, wow, are we really doing that? And then they do the same thing when they watch me and Tramel and they go, wow, we act just like y'all. So it's funny to us because we're not around a lot of married gay men. So it's fun when you're around other gay couples and you see that, like, the whole aesthetic is kind of the same.
Yeah.
You have that one that's more, you do everything, I'll sit in the background, but then they want to jump up to the front. And then the one that's normally used to doing everything is like, well, what are you doing? I got this. It's funny. It's funny to see.
Yes.
So we when we saw that, we was like, we're going to have a conversation
Yes.
for people to see.
Yes.
Because getting different perspectives about how it is to be a married gay couple. And actually, we may even have, because we know a lot of married lesbians.
Yes.
So we may even have some married lesbians. We want to do like a round table, but we just have to find a way to get that all entwined into a podcast.
Yeah.
A live is going to be kind of hard to do, even though we can.
Yeah.
But, we
And
working
then,
on that.
I know Tyrone and me and Tyrone, it's very hard to, take us, being the sex symbols that we are, you know what I'm saying, right? Shout out to Tyrone. Hey, Tyrone, what's going on, Ty? That's my boy. Me and Ty,
See, the only reason why him and Tyrone
Shout
are
out to the house
is
of the
because
legendary house of McRae.
they're both married to Aries, and you have to have a special type of tolerance to be married to one of us.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. Yes, but me and Tyrone, we're just so irresistible. Me, Tyrone, he's the pecan one. I'm the almondsy one. The chocolate almondsy one. You know what I'm saying?
So now, since Tramel said it's okay for me to give you all the announcement.
Yes, but wait a minute before you do that. Guys, as you know, we're moving, and tonight is the housewarming edition of the McRae Kingz Grown Folks Talk. So as you can see, if you look right down there, you see it? You see it? Am I pointing to it? Where's the camera?
Your finger
There you
ain't
go.
it. I got you.
There you go. Yep, there you go right there.
Right
You
there.
see it? That's our Cash App.
Now,
Support the
since
McRae
he
Kingz.
brought that up, what me and Tramel are going to do, because, like I said, there's 6, but one of you have 2 entries, because some of you have sent us Cash Apps sporadically
And we appreciate you.
while we've been, the Cash App has been up, and we appreciate it. And since the minimal amount that we ever received was $5, so that's the minimal amount. Only because if somebody would have sent us $1 or $2, that would have been the minimum amount. So I'm being fair across the board, because some people have it and some people don't. So these 5 people, but one person has 2 entries, because it's nobody's business who really sends us money. Honestly, I'm not going to sit here and name people, but just know that there's 7, but out of the 7, 2 people, one person has 2 entries, so they're already ahead of the 5 others. So what we're going to do is this. When we come back on October 24th, that's going to be the premiere of season 2 of the McRae Kingz, because we'll have time to move in and get ourselves situated to the point where we can do
like that. Yeah.
lives at that point. We are going to put anybody between, now these people already have an entry, so you don't have to do nothing else unless you just want another entry to win. But what we're going to do, because Thanksgiving is coming up the following month, we are going to put your name into a drawing, and we're going to pick the name live right on here, so y'all don't think that it's any kind of shenanigans
Right.
or okie doke.
Right.
We're going to pick one name. Now, the thing is, if you're not watching the live, you're going to have 5 to 10 minutes to pop your ass up on this live and let us know you here. Because if you miss out, I'm pulling another name. And if they here and you're lost, when I pull that second name, you're short. Not my problem. So this is how this going to work. So anybody who may send us a Cash App between now and then, like I said, the minimal is $5. You will be entered into the drawing to win a $50 Visa gift card. It's just going to be a Visa gift card. You can use it for your food for Thanksgiving. You can use it for whatever you want. It's on you. but we're going to send you a $50 gift card.
Yes.
Visa gift card. So, I don't see where the problem is. $5, you get 50. I mean,
right.
it's a no-brainer.
Now,
but like I said, these six people, because like I said, one person has 2 entries already.
Yes.
They're automatically in it. They ain't got to do nothing else unless they want more entries into it. Anybody else that want an entry to win the $50 gift card for Thanksgiving? And as soon as I pull it on the 24th, your card will be mailed out on the 25th. So you ain't got to wait weeks and days and whatever. All you got to do is inbox me your address and where you want it sent. And I'm going to mail it out the very next day because we're going to have the gift card sitting on the live so you know that it ain't no okie doke.
Right.
So,
now
$5 get you 50.
Now, here are the...
And that's, again, I'm sorry, only because the least amount of money we've ever received was $5. So y'all are lucky, because if the least was 10 or 20 or 40 or 50, which some people have sent us, but that wasn't the least. We going with the least amount. So the least amount is $5 to be entered. We got to track, because, you know, when you send a Cash App, it keeps a record of what you sent. So that's how we already know that it's 7 people. Well, 6 people. I keep saying 7 because one person have 2 entries.
Right.
But 6 people that already have an entry in.
Right.
So if you want to be part of it, or you want to bless somebody for Thanksgiving, because you can give it away. It ain't going to be in your name. It's just going to be a random gift card from, you know, how you go to the grocery store and see them gift cards sitting up, but it's going to be a Visa one with $50 on it. It's up to you.
Right.
I am sending it certified because you going to sign for it, because you're not going to sit and tell me you never got your gift card.
That's right.
So somebody better be home
right.
to sign for your gift card to the address you tell me to send it to. Because we ain't playing them games.
We sure enough ain't. Now, here is how you enter. What you're going to do is you are going to send your donation. And again, that's $5 or more. You're going to send it to our Cash App. Our Cash App is TheMKingz. It's $ TheMKingz. Capital T, H-E, capital M, capital K, I-N-G-Z.
It's at the bottom of the screen.
It's right there at the bottom of the screen. Send it to our Cash App. And put in the comments, Kingz with a Z. K-I-N-G-Z. And that will be your entry into the contest. Don't wait until the last minute to send in your entry. But that's what we have going on, guys. So let's get going. Let's get it going.
You can do it up to the day
I don't hear nothing ringing. Do you hear
you
something
can do it up to the day of, because like I said, if nobody does it, those 6 people, they will get a gift
You have
card.
until what's the date? The 24th?
The 24th.
The 24th of October. You
have
have until the 24th of October to send us your entry. And your entry will be entered
and the reason
once
why
you
we
send
want
us
to do
$5 or more.
The reason why we want to do it is to give back to y'all for being loyal watchers and being here with us from day 1 or day 21, because most of you that started watching us kept watching us. So in order to be blessed, we have to bless. And since you guys blessed us, we're going to bless you.
Yes, you guys are really blessed. Listen, I know it's people out there that have been praying for us, and let me tell you something.
Your prayers worked.
Your prayers worked. Your prayers really worked, because everything that we've asked for thus far, we have gotten and then some. We really, really have. Listen, we have been waiting for things for a difference. And life is just changing. Life is just changing. We're prospering. We are prospering. We always knew that we would, but, you know, with people like you out there praying for us, and thank you. Joseph, we have to say thank you. Thank you to all the people that have joined the McRae Kingz page. We are 500 and what was it? 500?
Oh, that's the legendary house of McRae Kingz.
No.
And the McRae Kingz.
Yeah, the McRae Kingz. We're like 500. Let me go to the analytics. I gotta look at this, and I'll tell you guys in a minute.
Yes, thank y'all.
So
that's our way of thanking you back.
On the McRae Kingz, we are 500.
Somebody did something, because I heard it.
Yes, somebody did something.
Well, now we have 7 entries with one person having 2.
Yes. We are 514 strong on the McRae Kingz page. On the legendary House of McRae, we are 272 people strong on the legendary House of McRae Kingz.
Now, the podcast is going to come back before the lives because the podcast is easy. We could just be laying in the bed chilling. We could be sitting at the table eating breakfast. We can do whatever we want.
Now, what about the podcast? Because can they donate on the podcast? What about do they entries count on the podcast?
I'd rather the Cash App. It's easier because if they do it on the podcast, then I have to go to the podcast. If nobody's made a support, but then they got to go through Anchor. It's easier to do the Cash App.
Okay, well, we'll do it this
Anchor,
way. Listen.
They got to go through Anchor, then they got to put in their information. The Cash App is easier because your information is already there. Mm-hmm. I mean, if you want to do it, if you're listening to the podcast, because there's a support tab, if you want to support and you support there, we'll be able to see it, and I'll put you in the entry. Yes. So it's up to you.
Just put in the comments, Kings. And also, guys, just remember to go back and listen to some of our podcasts. We have so many different podcasts.
We have a total of 20 podcasts.
Yeah.
So you might have listened to 3 or 4. Go back and I'm telling you.
Season 1?
The podcast.
Yes.
Now, there may be 1 or 2 that you like, I ain't gonna lie, because we were like, and we just didn't record.
Listen.
No, it was 1 or 2. It was the Grammy Awards one.
Right.
We were on the fence with it when we posted it anyway. But all the rest of them, honestly, past that one, all the rest of them, like, can you spare some change?
Church Hurt. Oh, God,
Church
you gotta
Hurt.
listen to
If you
Church
didn't
Hurt.
listen to Church Hurt, you gotta listen to that one. Can you spare some change? The McRae Lulabelle is funny as hell.
Oh,
so
yeah.
If you didn't hear the one with Lulabelle and you want a good laugh,
you
gotta listen to
Lulabelle is a hot mess.
Lulabelle is funny.
Yes.
There's a whole bunch of them on there, and it's just a whole different aesthetic than the live. Because, like I said, it's just me and Tramel having a conversation, pouring our hearts out about certain things that affected us, bothered us. Even the other day, we got a call. Somebody texted Tramel and said, I didn't know this about Joseph. And he was like, yeah. And they was like shocked that, I did that. That was part of my life at one point.
Yes.
So, there's a lot of things on there that we don't talk about here, or we talk about, but we just don't get as in-depth as we do in the podcast. Because in the podcast, we don't have to read, the trolls ain't coming, all that good stuff, so we can get through what we want to get through and make a point. Sometimes we have to cut ourselves short. We made one podcast, and we didn't know we had an hour limit.
I tell you what, listen, let's do this, Joseph. I tell you what. Joseph revealed something about himself. And he has revealed it before, but you probably didn't pay no attention. But he has revealed something.
Here's the deal.
About himself.
So, here's the deal. The only way to know that is to go to the podcast and listen to either Church Hurt or the very last podcast we did about the special edition one.
Yes.
Those 2 will give you the answer to what he said.
Yes.
Now, if you haven't already, I'm going to make it even extra because, like I said, somebody already has 2 entries, and I don't know who just Cash Apped us. So, if you just Cash App, if you're the person that just Cash Apped us, because I'm saying this now, just go in my inbox and give me the answer to it. But, there's something I reveal about myself in one of those 2 episodes of the podcast. Listen to it, and then if you send a Cash App, if you send $5, just put Kingz, and then put the answer, and I'll put 2 entries in for you for the 24th.
Right.
If you're the person that just sent the Cash App, you don't have to do nothing else, but just listen to one of those 2, and then inbox me. Don't inbox Tramel. Inbox me the answer to the thing. So on both those podcasts, I reveal something about myself that most people have no clue or can't even believe that I did.
Yes.
So, it's either the Church Hurt or the very last one, the special edition.
I don't remember which one it's on.
It's on both. On Church Hurt and the special edition. I said it there. Now, if you want to go back and look at some lives, I've said it before, but I don't know what live it is. I don't know what day it is. It was very brief, and you'll probably miss it even if you watch it again. But those 2 podcasts, they're deep. and they reveal something about me.
Yes.
That I really don't tell a lot of people, but I just poured my heart out on the podcast because, like, I'm not the only one. Mm-hmm. So, if you go back, if you haven't sent a Cash App yet, and you put in the subject line Kingz, and then put the answer to what Tramel just said, what did I reveal about myself on one of those two? It's the same thing, but just on both podcasts. So, you don't have to listen to both if you don't want to listen to both. Just pick one and listen, and the answer's there. Or, like I said, if you're the person that just sent money, or if you're the person that sent money already, and you listen to them, just inbox me, because I know who already sent money. Just inbox me the answer to the question, and you'll have another entry. So it's fair for everybody. So if you already sent money, just listen to one of those two podcasts, and give me the answer in my inbox, and you'll get another entry. That person that has two, if you listen... Well, you listen to all the podcasts any damn way. So you should already know the answer. You'll have 3 entries. So one person is already 3 ahead of the rest of y'all. Yes. So you might as well listen to the podcast, send $5 so you have 2 to tackle their 3. Because I know they already listen to the podcast. So all they got to do, and if they forgot, all they got to do is go back to either one of the 2 and listen again. As soon as they listen, they're going to realize what it is. So do that, and we'll up your entry to 2. And if you already have 2, which is only one person, we'll up your entry to 3. And then
why don't we give a special prize to the person that answers it?
And on October 24, you will find out who won the money. We're going to do it live, on a live.
And you'll find out the answer.
And that'll be the season premiere of the McRae Kingz season. It's actually going to be season 3. Because the first season, we didn't have that many people. This season, second season, that's when a lot of y'all joined. So we trying to double our numbers in third season.
Yes.
So really, the podcast will be season 2. The McRae Kingz Live will be season 3.
Yes.
And still, like and share our YouTube page.
Yes. Now let's talk about YouTube, guys. Let's talk about YouTube. First of all, we really appreciate everybody that went over to YouTube and hit the like and subscribe button. We haven't posted anything on there lately, only because we are in the process of moving. It's a process. We're moving to another state. So we really haven't had time to post anything. You know, we really need your support on YouTube. We really need for you to spread the word about us, the McRae Kingz, and tell a friend. Just go on to with the content that we have on there. We have a lot of content on there. I just did a story time. I shared with everyone my experience with my mental health, with my bipolar disorder. Joseph shared his experience about his dialysis
at home.
His
so
home,
if you
his
know
home
anybody
dialysis.
That is on dialysis, you may want them to watch that video so they can feel better. All around aesthetically better.
Yeah, so we'll be doing a in this new season of us on Facebook. We'll also be doing a new season on YouTube as well. We basically, everything has come to a small halt, and we're on hiatus right now. We're really supposed to be on hiatus right now.
We're on hiatus, but when I had the idea to do the $50 gift card giveaway, I was like, come on, let's go live. Yeah. They deserve it. So, you know.
Yes, definitely. And, you know, that's really it, guys. It's really it. It was great talking to you guys tonight. As always, I thank you so much. Thank you so much for all the positivity, all the positive messages, and saying hello. Let me shout out a couple of people, Joseph. You see my phone?
But wait a minute. That wasn't yours. That was mine.
What?
The Cash App.
Oh.
Well, who did? I need to check to see who sent me money, because that ain't got nothing to do with this.
Okay.
That's personal.
Yes, but I'm still gonna shout some people out, Joseph.
I'm just saying.
Well, you know, of course, I have to shout out to Love Kings and the Love Kings.
I'm trying to see who sent me, who felt the need to send me a coin.
And Benito Henry, I'm sorry, we saw you raise your hands. Benito's still here. Benito might be gone. Because he did raise his hand like he wants to come in and start trouble with me. Benito, I don't know why he always want to fight with me. I don't know why he want me to come and find
Thank you,
punch him
Mickey.
in his face. Shout out to Shalene and Lynn.
You know what?
And
I am going to do something.
What's that?
I'm going to do something to make it fair for everybody.
What's that?
All right. So when you do the Cash Apps, you're going to get the $50 gift card. But for those of you that don't do the Cash Apps, if you're a man, you're going to win a king ring. You've seen us with them on.
Right.
And if you're a woman, you're going to win a queen ring.
This is the king ring right here. This one right here.
It may be gold or silver.
Let me tell my rings around my...
It may be gold or silver.
This is the king ring. You
So
can actually...
don't hope for the gold because it's going to be gold or silver.
Yeah.
The queen ring is either going to be rose gold or silver.
Yeah, and the queen ring.
Now, how I'm going to do that is, that day on October 24th, anybody who's in the room, at the end of the live, I'm going to put everybody's name as they pop in the live, and I'm going to randomly pick a name to win the ring. Now, I'm not going to pick the same. Now, let's just hypothetically say I pick a name and that person won the $50. They're not getting both. I'm making it fair for everybody. Because it's not fair that we just do it for people Cash App and they're not doing it for our viewers that actually watch us all the time.
Right.
So, and you know who you are that I told you were going to get the rings. I would have did it already, but in the process of moving, I haven't done it yet. But I got you. I didn't forget. So you still going to get your rings because I promised those to you. But everybody else. So on the 24th, as long as I see your name in the comment section, I'm going to say who's still here. I'm going to need you to put up that little emoji with that hand up, and that's how I'm counting you at the top. So that little emoji with the person with their hand up or their hand like this, either one, I'm good with it. And I'm going to write down your names. I'm going to put you in a little hat, and I'm going to pick a name from that. Again, if I called your name for the $50, don't even bother to put your hand up because you're not winning the ring. It's for everybody else that gets either a king ring if it's a man or a queen ring if it's a woman. So I want to be fair all around. I want to give everybody something. So that's how we're going to do that.
Now,
but you know there was a but coming, right? That day, all you people that go in the hat for the ring, when I call your name, you need to know the answer to the question. So you got to listen to the podcast. Either listen to Church Hurt or the last podcast we just did, Special Edition. The answer is there. So you need to listen to that answer. If you listen recent, hold it, write it down on a piece of paper so you have it for the 24th of October, or don't listen to it until close to the 24th so you have your answer. Because I'm going to do it just like I did them. If you know the answer, when I ask it on the live, because I'm going to ask it first, I'm going to put you in twice. If you don't know the answer, you're only getting one entry. So either way, you're going to get entered for the ring.
Well, Shalene talking like she won the ring already.
But if you know the answer, you're going to get 2 entries. If you don't know the answer, you're only getting 1. And then the people with the Cash App, you're going to go in twice. If you put it in the Cash App subject line, what the answer is. And if you don't, you're only getting 1 entry into the money drawing. And again, it's Thanksgiving, so you can keep the $50 gift card or you can give it to somebody needy. The choice is up to you. You can bless somebody or bless yourself.
Now, Cole had to go off subject. Cole, yes. Joseph would have to do the dialysis for the rest of his life or until he gets a kidney.
You want to give me a kidney, boo? Because, you can go get tested to see if you a match.
Yeah.
And if you a match, you can give me a kidney and then I don't have to do it for the rest of my life.
Sure don't. Want to ask some more questions? Didn't hear you call.
And go ask God, and then you can shout on your knees like the video you put up.
Pray on it. Oh, see. Always, and with your crazy question, asking self.
You just sent money, Faith? Well, you get an entry based on what you did before.
Yes. Yes.
You ain't even got to put an entry based on what you did before. You automatically get an entry for the $50.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Faith, you know that.
Anybody who has already donated to McRae Kingz already has an entry. So y'all ain't got to worry.
Yes.
It's just that if you only have one and you want a second entry, you got to listen to them 2 podcasts and give the answer to what was something I revealed about myself.
And thank you, Faith. That's my son, Faith. Now, y'all, we gonna do one more live before we move, and so many people, all you women out there and all you men out there have asked us and have been sending us messages requesting, asking about where faith is. Where's faith? Where's faith? Where's faith? So we are going to do one more.
The McRae Kingz blessings rub off on other people.
Yeah.
Because Faith has a new job.
Yes, he does.
And Faith is doing rather well for himself as well.
And he tired. And y'all.
So see, when you hang with the McRae Kingz, the Bible tells you that the blessings of other people will fall on you.
Mm-hmm.
And we're being blessed, and Faith hangs with us, and he actually listens to us sometimes.
Yes.
So he's being blessed as well.
Yes, but he has a lot on his plate, guys, these days. He really does. And we really need for you to keep faith in your prayers because he has a lot on his plate these days. But he's doing great. He really is. But we're going to do one more live.
You drinking ain't got nothing to do with your kidneys. It's your liver.
Yeah, Cole, don't try it now. You want to try to squirm out?
If you serious, Cole, when I move, because now that I'm here in Jersey, I know what to do to send you where you need to go. When I move, I got to find out what I have to do up there different. I mean, we can do it now, and I just have to come back to Jersey, and you just have to come to Jersey.
Well, if he's saying, yeah, I can do it with a razor blade. All we got to do is just sterilize the razor blade.
But
and
in the beginning,
cut it right out.
They would send you to a doctor in D.C. or Baltimore, and they would run tests on you to make sure you're a match for me. And then you would have to come up here, and then, you know, once they see, even if you're not a match for me, somebody else, let's say Tremel needed a kidney, right? And his donor was a match for me, and you're a match for him. They would ask, do we want to switch donors? And then the same day, at the same time, we would get a kidney because that would make it fair. You would give yours to him, and his donor would give me his kidney.
Right.
So either way, if you're serious, it can happen.
Yeah.
Because even if you're not my match, you can be somebody else's match, and their person could be my match. So in the end, we both get a kidney because their person would give me theirs, and you would give yours to them. And that would be that. Yeah. So either way, it's good to have somebody alive to do it because that way it's easier. Because if they call me in for somebody that dies, and when they do that, it's like if a person dies and say Tremel needed a kidney, they call both of us. But if he's first on the list, they only call me if he don't show up. So I get there, I get prepped, and then they go, Joseph, we're sorry.
You got here too late?
He's there. But if he gets there late, then he's short because I got there before him.
Well, you need to do
so that whole process is like...
Yeah, it's a process.
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 But it can be done even if you're not a match. So, Cole, if you're serious, you know my phone number.
Yeah. Now, even if I was a match, I can't because I have kidney disease.
He got diabetes. So,
I have kidney disease
diabetic, as long as you ain't sick in any kind of way, form, or fashion yourself, you can be a donor. Yeah. But, like I said, if you're not my match, and you cool giving it to somebody else whose match is a match for me, then because they're not going to give them your kidney and make me wait.
Look. Yeah, and Wendy is saying that her dad is on dialysis. He did dialysis 3 times a week, 4 hours each day. Is he still with us?
Or did he get a kidney? No, Margaret, what they do now, I know at St. Barnabas what they do is, so like say you had a donor, right? And your donor is a match for me. And then I come in with Cole and he's a match for you. They give us all 4 of us surgery on the same day, and they give you Cole's kidney and give me your donor's kidney because that's how they do it now. So it's fair to both kidney patients. So it's not like you walking away with my donor's kidney and I'm still waiting. Is if whoever brings in a match for me, if my match is not a match for me, and if I bring a donor in and their match is a match for you, they give all 4 of us surgery at the same time so that it's a fair exchange and both of us get a kidney on the same day. Mm-hmm. So, which is fair because it's like Cole may say, well, how do I know when he's going to get a kidney? I don't want to give it to her. And your donor may say, how do I know when she's going to get a kidney? I don't want to give it to him. So at the end of the day, doing it at the same time with all people makes it fair because my donor knows I'm getting one and your donor knows you're getting one. It's just not them giving it to us. Right. It's vice versa.
Right.
Which
And
I
guys,
think is fair, and it makes it more easier for people that are giving up their kidneys to do it when they know that their friend or relative is still going to get a kidney when they give theirs to somebody else. So
yes, and Wendy, my condolences to you on losing your dad. Yeah, and guys, you know,
thank you,
know,
Mickey.
we're talking about this, but as you can see, it's a very intricate process, but it's also a difficult subject to talk about because, you know, giving a kidney is a very serious thing, and
I
you know,
never asked. I never asked.
Yeah.
I never asked nobody because
Yeah.
that's something that I don't know what I would do if somebody asked me. And then again, I guess if I had been diabetic or something, they just don't know why my kidney stopped working. So it was just like, boom,
yeah,
this is what you have. And I'm like, huh, what, how? And we don't know. You're not diabetic.
Yeah.
You're not this, you're not that. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I fought it for as long as I could. Well, if you listen to my story time on YouTube, it's on there.
Yeah, and also, guys, Joseph is going to do another story time where he's going to talk about the process of becoming a donor. You know, with a living donor versus a donor that has passed away. You know, I'm telling you, it's a lot. It's a process. So, you know, if you want to know more about
I'm sorry, Wendy.
and if you want to know more about home dialysis, because I'm telling you, I do have kidney disease, but my kidney disease is not to the point where I have to be on dialysis. But what I will tell you is this: I can't tell you about my experience of being on dialysis, but just looking at my husband, who I have never seen complain. He never complains about anything. When we first got back together, he was going to dialysis 3 times a week, and he was just so tired.
Driving 45 minutes away.
He was just so tired. I mean, the days that he didn't go to dialysis, we weren't able to do anything because he was always sleeping. But now that he's doing the home dialysis, he's more energetic, as you can see.
He can't keep up with me.
I can't keep up with him. I'm telling you, I can't keep up with him.
Wake up, you sleep all the
The first day he came home and fixed the whole meal. I'm talking about macaroni and cheese, collard greens, cornbread, pork chops, fried chicken from scratch, child.
And a peach cobbler.
Yes, and a peach cobbler. He had never made a peach cobbler for me. So, you know, the home dialysis, to me, just looking at my husband, is the better way to go. And a lot of people don't know about the home dialysis. A lot of people are very, very afraid of it. They're very, very afraid of it. And, you know...
Okay, Cole.
It has been my experience because I've had several people that were in my family that were on dialysis, and what I will tell you is this: a majority of those people that I know of that were on dialysis are not with us anymore, simply because it can be very, very depressing. It can be, especially if you're going through it by yourself. It can be very, very depressing, and it gives you you know, if you've ever heard about the will to live, it takes away your will to live. Some people, it takes away their will to live, you know, you know, so, you know, if you're not a donor, you know, just fill out a donor card, that donor card when you at motor vehicle, or, you know, try to consider coming a donor, or even if you're not considering becoming a donor now, if you want to know more, just in case you want to do it in the future, you know, you never know.
And like I was talking, I don't know if he's still on the live, but I was talking to somebody on the live last week, and he was like, he was the one that got me through what Tramel just said I didn't go through. Like, he was positive poly. When I tell you, he would call me, and I would tell him, I just want to die. Like, I don't want to do this. I want to die. Like, this is not my life. This is not who I am. Blah, 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 blah. He was like, you don't know, and God, don't tell me about God. God did this to me. I don't want to hear it, blah, 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 blah. Don't tell me to pray. Praying ain't going to do nothing for me. The slaves prayed, and they stayed in bondage for 400 years. Like, anything he said, I knocked it down.
Yep.
And we just had a conversation last week, and he said, now, you see all the good things going on in your life?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know none of this was going to happen. So what if you would have died? Like you said you wanted to. That was powerful. Because at the time, I would have never thought none of this would have happened. I thought that was it. My life was over. I might as well just roll down somewhere and die. Mm-hmm. And now I have my whole life back. back to what it was, but it's better now. Because I'm not still, well, I am slightly. But I'm not that arrogant, egotistical bitch that I used to be.
Okay, yeah, he ain't.
I'm not.
He's still a bougie
bitch.
He's still
That if I didn't go through what I went through 3 years ago, that we would not be together today. And he's like, but why? I said, if you thought I was bad 19 years ago, oh baby,
I'd have murdered him.
You should have got a load of me when things was flowing and I had a house and I had a Lexus and I was walking around in $1,000 Prada shades and telling bitches you're beneath me, don't talk to me, and looking down at them, and when all of that snatched away from you, you get humble real quick. And you realize that things are just that, things. So now, even when I went to get my car, my actual car was almost paid off in like 3 months. But where we're moving, it's a lot of snow, and I needed an SUV. And Tremont was like, Papa, look, ain't this the Lexus you had? I said, yes, but it's going to stay right there. Because I learned my lesson. I learned my lesson with having expensive toys. Because that's all it is. I had the same exact truck, brand new, when they first came out. So to me, to see it was like, okay. And you know, it hit me like, ooh, I could get this. Because in all actuality, it was the same as my truck. And I was like, okay, but I could get this one. But then I saw my truck and fell in love. And like if you saw my post, my friends with me was talking and they was like, oh, when you get up here, we're going to take you to get an automatic starter because it's better because the winters are cold. And when the man did all the paperwork and walked me to the car, he said, I got something to tell you.
That's the new car.
I was like, what? He said, you lucked up. Of all the cars on the lot, you picked the one with the automatic starter. I almost passed out. I almost literally passed out. I almost passed out because I was like, God, now see, you really showing out. You let me, of all these trucks on this lot, and this was not the only one because I wanted the one next to it. I really wanted the white one next to it. Of all the cars on the lot. But my spirit kept saying, no, I like the red one. But it was the same way when I got my car from them. Like, I was in cars and I was like, I don't want to do, because really, it was the arrogant, egotistical bitch in me taking over. I'm like, I don't want this. I'm not driving this. And they pull right up with a black on black Acura. And I was like, this is more me. And I just heard a little voice in my head say, you told God you needed a car to get from point A to point B, bitch. What lesson have you learned? And I said, oh, I want to cry right now. I was sitting in a car, and I'm like, if I get this car, I'm just getting it to have a way to get around. I really don't want this car. And I looked in the rearview mirror, and I saw my car, and I was like, it's blue. Because I love blue. I love red, and I love blue. So I was like, so the guy was like, you don't want the black one? It's a year newer. I said, no, the blue one. I drove that car around the block one time, and the man said, so you like my blue Honda? You like my blue Hyundai? I said, no, I like my blue Hyundai. So right after paperwork, I'm taking it home, and I took it home that day. This one was the same way. I never walk around the side way I walked around to find this car. And I looked at it and I said, I knew he liked it because it was red. I didn't even have to ask him. And we opened the car, we got in the car, and the driver's seat was real high up, made me feel like I was sitting like this. And I was like, Tremont, I like this car. He said, I do too. And we both said at the same time, only thing missing is the sunroof. And I was like, it doesn't have to have one. I like the car. And they held it for me because the person that appraised my car wasn't there. They held it for me. And they actually had held it from Saturday to Tuesday. I came back on Tuesday. He said, you ready to get your car? Then he told me what I needed. I was like, dude, I can't do that. So I'm just going to keep my car. Wait. No. Yes. He knocked a couple of $100 off. I said, oh, okay, I can do that. So I got my car. Yeah. So it's just a lot of times, guys, I say all of that to say this. Everything will work in your favor. You just got to believe it. And I kept telling Tremel, because he was like, You nervous? You ready? I was like, Tramel, I'm gonna tell you like this. Things that I learned over the last 3 years, I don't get like before. I would have been sitting home the whole time trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this car. What if they tell me this? What if they tell me that? What if they need this? What if they need that? Blah 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 blah. This time I told Tramel, because I learned my lesson 3 years ago. I said, whatever God got for me, I'm gonna get. Cause can't nobody stop it. Can't nobody take it away. And if you think that way, everything that is yours will come directly to you. Instead of you trying to make it happen and figure out a way to make it happen. So honestly, to walk away from the car when he told me how much I needed down, and I knew it wasn't gonna happen. I was a little disappointed. I'm not gonna lie, but it was like, this ain't what God got for me.
Yeah, but everything fell into place.
No, but I'm saying it was like, this ain't what God got for me. Because if it was the same way I got this car from him, it was easy. It was a little too easy when I got my cars. I mean, I didn't believe it. I literally sat in the car when I got my blue car that I just gave away, and I literally cried. I was like, God, I don't believe how you did it. That's a whole nother story I ain't getting into because we'll be here till tomorrow. But with this, when it happened that way, I was like, okay, it ain't meant to be. I was slightly disappointed, but then I said, well, you know what? That just means you got something better for me. Right. And as I'm walking, wait, you a good customer. You pay your car note all the time. Blah, 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 blah. I'm going to take another this off. I said, oh, well, I can do that. So he was like, you sure? I said, yeah, I can do that. You want the money now? He was like, sure. I said, okay. And he did. I had to wait a couple of days for them to get my car together, which was fine. Because by the time they got my car together, it's like I'm driving a brand new car. So I ain't even mad at that.
Yes.
But see, with me, I know God teaches me patience because I have none.
Yes.
If I think it should happen yesterday.
Yeah.
Not 5 minutes from now, but yesterday.
Yeah. See, people think it's about going to church. Listen, people, yeah. Church is nice. It's nice. It's a nice experience. I love going to church. I really do. I love fellowshipping in the whole nine with the people in my congregation. But let me just say this, and I say this all the time. Listen, we have a God that is smart and he's intelligent and he knows everything. He knows what's best for you. He knows what's best for you. And he knows what you want. He knows what you need. And all you have to do is ask him for it. Ask him for it. Ask him one time. Just once. Just do this. Ask him one time. Whatever you want from God, just ask God one time. And I promise you, you're not going to get it when you want it. You're going to get it when he wants to give it to you. And that's it. That's it. That's how the master works.
Now that's true.
How the master works. I'm telling you.
Because before I got that blue car, I was trying to get a car. It's with all my entire life, and for the life of me, I could not find a dealership like I wanted nowhere near where I was living at the time. Only in Pennsylvania.
We claimed it.
And nobody wanted to take me to Pennsylvania at the time. And I was mad. I was like, God, what are you doing? Blah 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 blah.
Just manifest it into your life. Just manifest it into your life.
At that time, I was working. I had it all. But then, in the process of getting my life back together that had just fell apart, that's when the kidney diagnosis came. That's when I had to stay in the hospitals like every other week. I was in the hospital. It was to the point of like, Mr. Glover, you're back again? I'm like, yes. What happened? Like, it was bad. The nurses were feeling bad for me. Like, I would leave, and in 1 to 2 weeks, I was back. Ended up losing my job. Ended up waiting for disability to kick in. Ended up waiting for the job line and said I quit, that they didn't fire me, so I had to wait for a hearing with unemployment. Now, guess what would have happened if I found the car that I wanted at that time? Guess what would have happened? Because I ain't have no money. If it wasn't for my brother-in-law and my sister literally taking care of my grown ass, I would have been hungry, homeless, and they would have came and got my car. So, soon as everything was the way it was set up, and everything started working the way God knew, guess what? I found a car. In that day, something in my head said, just go on. I was already mad because I didn't get the amount of money that disability said I was going to get. So when I saw it, something in my spirit, I said, I'm not going to be mad because 5 minutes ago, I didn't even have this. So I'm just going to take it and be happy. But I was a little down because I said, well, now I can't get my car. But something when I got home from dialysis said, Google the same thing you've been Googling. And I'm like, for what? Like, I'm literally holding a conversation with myself in my head. I'm like, for what? Ain't no car dealerships around here like I need. Do it. So I did it. And guess what popped up? All of a sudden, magically, all over the place. I was like, and I sat there little in amazement, like, I Googled this about 10 months ago and nothing came up. And now all of a sudden, I'm loaded with everything like 5-10 minutes away from it. I'm like, okay. I tapped the one where I got my car from. I didn't believe what I was reading online. So I called him and he told me, oh yeah, just prove that you could pay for it, your address, and you can drive away in the car. I said, and this is the payment? He was like, yeah. I said, you don't do a credit check? He said, no. Just prove to me that you could pay for the car. I said, oh, okay. Let me go. Shout out to Edison Auto Sales. If you need a car,
Yes.
you go to look for Bobby, the one on Woodbridge Avenue.
Yes.
Look for Bobby and make sure you tell him Joseph sent you.
Yes.
Because you will walk away with a car.
Oh, yeah, you're going to get the
I
car
don't
that you
care
want.
what your credit looks like. You will walk away with the car.
Mm-hmm.
As long as you have the down payment for the car.
Yes, yes.
So most cars, down payment. First cars, down payment is $2,000. Just to let you, or unless you want a little gremlin, and then it'll be like $900. But most of the cars you're gonna pick is gonna require a down payment of $2,000 to $2,500.
Yeah.
And guess how much disability gave me? They gave me enough for a down payment, and they gave me enough for insurance. And I said, well, look at God. I didn't get upset, and He gave me everything I needed to get what I wanted.
Won't He do it?
So that's when I learned that whatever's meant for me, I'm going to get.
Yeah.
Can't
I talk
nobody
to
block
myself-
that blessing.
You know, I talk to myself a lot, too.
But that's because you're
I
crazy.
get lonely sometimes.
Your personalities be having fights with each other.
No,
in
no,
your
it's not my
head.
personality. I talk to myself sometimes because I get lonely. So,
Why do you get lonely?
I just get lonely sometimes.
I'm here.
When you sleep, I just be like,
Oh, well, don't wake me up.
Yeah.
Talk to yourself.
yeah, I get lonely sometimes. Yeah, and I told you I got two people. I got the I got the little devil sitting up here on this side, and they be telling me stuff, and then the angel sits over here, and they be telling me stuff too.
I'm
and
just
then
telling
Glenda,
y'all that.
lately Glenda the good witch, that bitch.
You see what I'm married? You see what
Glenda
I'm
the
married?
good, y'all. Let me tell you something. Glenda the good witch, that bitch be trying it with me.
But
Miss
all in
Thing.
all, I told y'all that to say, stop trying to help God do His job. Stop worrying about things.
That's right. God
and
don't
just-
like for y'all to do His job.
It
I'm
is
telling
much more stress free now that I
Yes.
just feel whatever's meant for me, I'm gonna have.
Mm-hmm.
Even without a new house, it was like, if this is what God wants me to have, I'm
you.
gonna
Yeah,
have.
and
it.
we got a beautiful
Like-
house, so I got my jacuzzi.
I'm like, whatever God has for me, I'm gonna have. I'm gonna
Yes.
have. Period. Can't nobody block that. Can't nobody take that.
Yes.
Can't nobody stop it from happening. Whatever's meant for me is meant for me. Because without thinking like that, I would drive myself crazy.
He'll do
Like,
it.
I would literally drive
God will
myself
do it.
crazy.
I'm telling you.
figuring out how I was going to make it. Because I was that person. I was really
Yeah.
one of those people that if I told you by Friday I would have a Mercedes Benz, or by Friday I would have a brand new house, or by Friday I'd have a wardrobe full of new clothes. Trust and believe me, by Friday I did.
And shout out to my pastor. Shout out to you, Elder Kevin. If you still here on this live, you know that blue hat that you had on at the barbecue. That's gonna look good on me. It'll look real good on me in the new house. You know, I can wear it in the new house. In the new house, you know, while I'm doing my lives, I can do it. My pastor got a brand new hat. Tyrone, I like the hat that you had on today. In the
mean
Legendary
yesterday?
House of McRae page. Yes,
You
I
mean
love it.
yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday. I love that. I love that hat. I love that hat. Yes, I did.
But anyway, y'all, I am about to go.
Yes,
We
you gotta
are about to go.
Yeah, we're about to go.
And don't forget
Yeah,
Cash
It's
App
time for some coffee.
and
Yes, don't forget to send your
Cash
Cash App.
and the answer to the question that are found on the Church Hurt podcast or the Special Edition podcast. Just inbox me the answer if you've already cashed app. That
Yes.
way you'll get 2 entries.
Share.
Also,
share this video.
October 24th is going to be season 3 of the McRae Kingz live.
Yes.
And we will be live, and that's when we'll do the $50 gift card drawing,
Yes.
as well as we will do the king or queen ring drawing. as well.
Now, make sure that you're a part of the McRae Kingz page. I'm going to be putting out some teasers. I'll put out some advertisements about the contest. So look out for those. And make sure you share this video tonight. Make sure you share this video and tell everybody about it.
Wendy.
And guys, make sure that you're following us on all social media platforms. Of course, yes, we are on hiatus, but we have plenty of videos. Have a watch party.
The only way you're going to know season 2 and season 3 started is to be following.
Yes, and have a watch party. Yeah, everybody's doing watch parties. Y'all can have a watch party. You can invite a couple of friends over, have some popcorn, a couple of snacks, things of that nature. Yes, we are. Y'all know I make y'all laugh. We make y'all laugh. We make y'all cry. Everything. Listen, go to our YouTube page. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe and hit the notification button so you'll see when we put up new content. Take a look at all of our content there. We have interviews there with Vivian Green, Rod Digger, and a whole host of other people as well. Tracy Africa. And then, guys, don't forget about the podcast. We're on iTunes. We're also on Google Play, Google Podcasts, and we're on Spotify as well. So you can listen to us in your car too.
Most of you have Spotify.
Yes, most of you guys have Spotify
and
on your
most of you people
on your
with
phone.
iPhones have Apple Podcasts because it comes on the phone when you buy it,
Yes.
especially if you're getting a new one.
Yes, so there's no excuse. There's no excuse. There's no excuse for y'all not listening to the McRae Kingz. With that being said, guys, we're gonna sign off now. I gotta tie my hair up, so you know, I gotta tie my hair up. Y'all like my new hair? Y'all please go to my post and let me know that y'all like it, if y'all like my hair or not. And
he ain't gonna take it out if you don't, so it don't make a difference.
I sure enough ain't. If you don't like it, tough nuckies. Tough nuckies. Anyway, guys, we gotta get out of here because Joseph gotta hook up, and I'm going downstairs to make me some coffee, child.
Yep. Again, thank y'all all for your support, and that's why we went live. Because we want to show you guys that we appreciate you, and what better time to do that than around Thanksgiving time.
Yes.
So,
and guys, also we're gonna take you on a journey of the new house and stuff. We're gonna do room by room. We're gonna fix up each room individually.
And we'll probably go live on our trip because it's 4 hours.
Yes, 4 hours
to our new house, and then y'all can see the new car.
Be in the car with him for 4 hours.
Oh, please, we had fun the first time.
Yeah, we did. We had fun, but then you know.
Yes, especially when we stopped at Roy Rogers.
Oh yes, Roy Rogers.
Where do we find Roy Rogers at now? So y'all know we moving somewhere country.
Yes.
Where you can find Roy Rogers all the way there.
But their food was expensive. A double R-bar burger cost like $8. We spent $40 at Roy Rogers. Never do it again.
No, I won't do it. I'll just get the chicken because the chicken was banging.
No,
but you know,
I might get 8 pieces of chicken.
Rogers,
we might get
first of all, the bacon cheeseburger was $5.99. I was like $5.99 for a bacon cheeseburger.
Yeah,
well, I might as well
we got a 2-piece with a biscuit.
$2 on a double R burger because you can't go to Rogers and not have a double R burger. It's just you can.
Yeah.
And they get you because they know that's what people want, so they charge you $7.99. The chicken was priced right.
Was a
2-piece. No, but that's what you pay.
It was a 2-piece for $7.
But that's what you pay in Popeyes and the rest of them.
For a 2-piece,
you could get a 4-piece for $10 in Popeyes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So yeah, it was right. The price was right for the chicken. The burgers was a little outrageous. But the chicken was good. Even when we came home, we went to Roy Rogers because we didn't realize that there was Roy Rogers on the way. So when we came home, we made it our business to stop at a Roy Rogers. But going, we went to McDonald's. Chicken nuggets was like $13. I'm like, a 10-piece of nuggets for $13. Yes. My food came to $18, and then she took some money, and I had a number 10. 10 chicken nuggets, a fry, and a soda. Who pays? No, lies. I had 3 tenders. And they were terrible. I wanted nuggets, but the nuggets meal was $18.
And they were spoiled. They were spoiled.
And them chicken tenders, I ended up throwing in the garbage.
Because they were spoiled. They was
nasty.
You know how you leave chicken covered up, and then if you leave it covered up, the breading gets spoiled. That's what happened to it. It was disgusting. It was nasty. I wanted to punch somebody in their face, but we had gone. We was miles away by then. By the time we found out, child, I'm so tired of fast food restaurants. I'm gonna do a story time on fast food restaurants.
The Roy Rogers was good though.
The Roy Rogers was good, but I'm tired of fast food restaurants. McDonald's.
Now see, that was on that side of the road. Now when we go back, if we stop at Roy Rogers, this one might be a mess.
Yeah, and y'all children stop eating that Chick-fil-A. Y'all stop eating that Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A hates gay people. They hate gay people. Next, they're gonna be hating black people. They hate gay people. First of all, stop eating their Chick-fil-A.
Well,
Their
no,
chicken
they can't
sandwich
hate
is
black people because
nasty.
that's the majority of the people that work
Their
there.
chicken sandwich is nasty. It's nasty. I'm telling y'all, it's nasty.
But
Stop eating
anyway.
their Chick-fil-A. Anyway, we get ready to go because I got things to do. Anyway, I gotta finish.
Enjoy
packing.
y'all evening. If you just popped in on a live, make sure you go back and rewatch the live so you
Yes.
can win
And share,
something
share,
when we
share,
come
share,
back
share.
for season 3.
And don't forget the cash out.
And I'm not gonna say see you in season 2 because I'm sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt, we will pop up with a live eventually
Yes, we
before
will.
season
Yes.
3.
I might feel inspired.
But the official start of season 3 is October 24th.
Yes.
When we're giving away the $50 gift card.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that being said, you all, thank you for watching and enjoy your evening. And as I say on the podcast when we end, walk in peace, love, and sunshine. And you know what we always say,
Team McRae.
all damn day. Peace. Now, stop the damn thing. Ciao.